be creative. Grab the gears, let's gather round, an adventure is always waiting. The storytelling means for us, and we always know what's happening. We act, we play, we dance, we sing from 9 to 10 on Saturday morning. Youth on the go, whoa, let's start the show. Youth on the go, whoa, let's start the show. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Good morning to all of our radio listeners, our viewers via Von Radio's Facebook page and YouTube channel, and welcome to this edition of Youth on the Go here on Von Radio. My name is Zahnela Claxton from the Ministry of Education et al., and it is indeed a pleasure to be here with all of you this morning. Of course, it is a beautiful Saturday morning here on Nevis, and within our ministry, it pretty much is continued activity and action, and we just want to make sure that everyone remains up to speed with what is happening within the Ministry of Education et al. As well. And so first off, I take this opportunity to say commendations, or to extend commendations to some of our local female cricketers in the persons of Roselle Liebert, Zanelda Willett, Melissa Clark and Avronique Maynard, who have been selected to the West Indies women's team, and they're contesting the Cricket West Indies T20 Blaze tournament in St. Vincent. They're actually currently there, and so we say commendations to them, and we wish them the very best as they navigate this very important tournament. During the course of the week, we were also able to welcome back our Carifta athletes who left to represent the Federation. Those from Nevis were had the opportunity to have their farewells, and then they're welcome back from the Department of Sports, and we want to commend them for their efforts. We were not able to bring a medal to Nevis this round. I'm hoping for next round, but we still extend commendations and to highlight Abija Nemdari, and he finished 4th in the under-17 javelin. Kizef Philip, she performed creditably in the shot put under-17 girls, and please note she's only 14, so she has a few more years in the under-17 category, shot put category, so we encourage her to keep going. To Najib Kelly, who ran a personal best in the 1500 meters under 17 boys, and note that Najim is pretty new to this event in terms of competing. I think it was maybe his second time competing in this particular event, and so we want to say congratulations to him, and we look forward to continued growth in that area. To Kaimani Newton, who performed quite well in the 800 meters under 17 boys, and of course to Udell Wisdom, who placed 5th in the under 20 shot put as well. And we want to highlight Najib, Abijah and Kaimani, who were part of the three of them were part of the 4-member 4x4 team for the under-17 finals, and they were able to make the finals. So we commend them, we applaud them for this, and we wish them continued success as they navigate the track and field scene. There is always room for growth and development improvement, and we want to applaud them as well as their support systems, particularly their various coaches who have worked with them over the years behind the scenes. Many times we, as I said, we often celebrate what we see at the forefront and miss that it takes a lot to get our students, whether academically or athletically, to the point where they are. It takes a lot of effort, it takes a lot of planning to get them where they are. And so we want to commend their coaches who have worked with them behind the scenes, improving on the various areas and encouraging them and getting them to a place where they could actually qualify for the Carifta Games 2025. We also look forward to seeing them throughout the season as they continue to work behind the scenes. We know that the parents also have been part of the strong part of their structure and perhaps their backbones. And so parents, we commend you for continuing to support your children as well. Parents and the guardians, family members, extended family, we commend you for that. Also persons who were able to sponsor or invest financially in the various in the team as they traveled, we say thank you as well. And of course to SKN Athletics, who operates at the forefront of all of this, ensuring that we get students to Carifta, that they are able to get the funding needed to get there, and all persons involved, we say a hearty thank you. As we are talking about track and field, I'll take a moment as well to invite everyone to the meet that will take place, the second annual edition of the Nevis 5-Star Parish Relay Championship, which will take place tomorrow. It is an A1 Farms event. A1 Farms is the brainchild behind this event, and I want to say good morning to Mackie and Fayola Tross and the entire A1 Farms team and all persons working with them to present this relay championship. This is a great showing of what can be done when the community and corporate entities come together to provide opportunities for our students. And so tomorrow, beginning at 1 p.m., make sure that you head off to church in the morning at 1 p.m. From 1 p.m. to 8 p.m., we will see the 5-Star Parish Relay Championship at the Nevis Athletic Stadium Mondo Track. Adults, $20. High school students, $15. Children under 12 and under, $10, and an additional $5 if you want to do indoor packing. And of course, by the virtue of the name, you understand that each team represents one of our 5 parishes on Nevis. And so we have the St. James's Tigers, and they are sponsored by the Finnish Touch, Ex-Petrol, and Islander Water Sports. We have the St. Thomas's Dragons, and they are sponsored by National Bank. We have the St. Paul's Falcons, and they are sponsored by the Bank of Nevis Limited. The St. John's Mustangs, they are jointly sponsored by SL Hosfords and Carrie Brewery. And the St. George's Hawks, they are sponsored by the Nevis Cooperative Credit Union Limited. So we encourage you, as I said, to go out and support the event, and also we want to say thank you to, as I said, Mr. Tross, but also the other corporate entities who came on board to ensure that the event is able to take place tomorrow. We wish the event every success and the athletes every success, and I think this might bring the track and field season. Last year it did, brought the track and field season to a close, and we hope that it is able to be the case this round once again. But as I said just a while ago, the season doesn't close for the athletes. The actual events and the hosting of the events is what would bring the curtains on for this season. So thank you, Mr. Tross, and to all of you. You can get your tickets when you get to the track tomorrow and go out and support the participants. Note that you'll have participants who are students, and you'll have participants who are adults, because the focus is on making this a community or parish event, which means that our some of our athletes who have been in dormancy for a while might make a reappearance tomorrow. We don't know who they are, but we hope that they're able to give a pretty good showing. So we say all the best tomorrow to all of the athletes and the organizers, and may the best parish win. We're going to take a short break, and then we'll be right back.
City St. Kitts, keep it sweet. Keep listening to Vaughn.
It's time, come on, rise and shine. You know, I know, we're gonna have a great time. And now we're past it quickly, you don't wanna miss it. So turn up the radio, it's you on the go. Youth on the go, whoa, let's start the show. Oh, youth on the go, whoa, let's start the show. Whoa. new things. I will be creative. Grab your gears, let's gather round, and adventure is always waiting. The storytelling news for us, and we always know what's happening. We act, we play, we dance, we sing from 9 to 10 on Saturday morning. Youth on the go. Whoa, let's start the show. Youth on the go. Whoa, let's start the show. Let's go, let's go, let's go!
All right, welcome back to this edition of Youth on the Go here on Von Radio. I am Zahnela Claxton from the Ministry of Education et al. And as I said, it is indeed a pleasure for me to be here today, this Saturday, to present information, updates, activities to you. Just before the break, we had some commendations. Now we're going to continue with the commendations and information in one. We know that the Stepping Stone Nursery has been very constant and present and featured during the past few weeks, as we speak to their anniversary celebrations. And this week, I would like to take the opportunity to, of course, share the dates for the upcoming events, as well as hopefully a little bit later we'll be able to ask a question for our listeners, and then we will hear from a representative from the entity. As we know, yesterday was the grand parade and the launch of the 35th anniversary celebrations, which are just around the corner. And so on coming up tomorrow, Thanksgiving service at the St. Paul's Anglican Church from 9 a.m. And as we were told previously by the guests who came on the show, the St. Paul's Anglican Church is very important to the entity, as it has really cooperated and collaborated with the Stepping Stone Nursery over the last 35 years, particularly through the Mothers Union. And the Mothers Union traditionally and has over the years given of their time and resources to the organization. We also note that Thursday, 1st May, that's this Thursday, is anniversary day, which means happy birthday, Stepping Stone Nursery, happy 35th birthday. And there will be an open house at both phases 1 and 2, and so we encourage you, past students, members of the community, to stop by, perhaps take a look at what is happening, but also if possible, you can go and celebrate with Stepping Stone in any way that you see fit on Thursday, 1st May. Then on the 2nd of May, which is Friday, this coming Friday, there will be a fun sports and bake sale, and that includes Lucky Dip. It starts at 11 a.m. and it ends at 3 p.m. and the sports event will include the current students at Stepping Stone Nursery, and as I said, it includes a bake sale as well as the Lucky Dip. Then on let me add right here, I'm going to say it again later on, but I'll add right here that tickets for the awards ceremony and gala will be on sale up until that day. The early bird has been extended to that day to ensure that when you stop by the fun day, the sports day, you'll be able to go on in and get your gala ticket at the same time. So it's like a 2-for-1 day. You enjoy the sports, you get your early bird special ticket. Then the gala will be on May 10th at Malcolm Gishard Recreational Park. We'll share some information about that particulars in a few. And then the graduation send-off for the class of 2025 will take place at Montpelier Hotel at 4:30 p.m. on the 12th of July. And of note is that Montpelier was the first place for the first graduation ceremony ever for the nursery took place at Montpelier Hotel, and then the island tour on August 9th, and the Talent and magazine launch is on Saturday, November 1st, featuring Stepping Stone's nursery talent, and you'll get details as we go along and we get closer to the date. And finally, the staff holiday appreciation dinner on Friday, 19th December 2025 will close out the anniversary celebrations for this year. So it's a big calendar with lots of things happening, and we want to continue to applaud the Mrs. Descent and the entire team at Stepping Stone for 35 years of commitment, of 35 years of investment and development. As they celebrate these milestones, we understand as a community that Stepping Stone continues to leave an indelible mark on our society. They're growing together, celebrating loyalty and nurturing a sustainable future. So with that said, as I said a bit in a few, we should get a call from one of the representatives from Stepping Stone who would be able to share with us as we hear more about the nursery and what is going on for the celebrations, and of course try to do a recap of what happened yesterday. I saw some pictures and I heard great reviews, and so we would like to hear a bit about that as well. All right, so as soon as that call comes in, we will okay, there we go. Okay, good morning. All right, so good morning. Okay, good morning.
Hi, good morning, good morning.
How are you today? Are you hearing me clearly?
I'm not hearing clearly.
All right, so you can go ahead and just speak to the event yesterday.
Yes.
And then I'll turn over to
I
you.
will do. I'm calling in to say thank you to the general public for rallying with us, our parents, well-wishers. Thank you those who ran out of their business places just to line the street to let us know that they are with us. I want to say thank you for your support. I would also like to place on record, though, I'm just going to highlight maybe 4 individuals or persons. I am so graciously grateful for the presence of the Deputy Governor General, Mrs. Hailita Liebert, who walked the journey with us, along with the Honorable Spencer Brand and the good contingent of the police force. Thank you so much for making us feel, well, the police, we know for sure we were protected, and the Honorable the Deputy Governor General for her graciousness, and the bubbly Spencer Brand for being a part, Honorable Spencer Brand for being a part. Thank you so much, and God bless, and keep on listening and rallying with us. We need your prayers more than ever, for it's only by the grace of God that we were able to come this far.
Yes, and thank you so much. And as I said, they were rave reviews, and unfortunately I intended to be there. I just got pulled away and I was not able to make it, but I got the chance to see some of the photos and heard the reviews, and then seems like it was well enjoyed. So congratulations to you on this first major event, and looking forward to the next one, which is this Friday, or Thursday. Thursday.
Yes,
Thursday is the birthday.
The date evade me.
Yes, Thursday's birthday. I jokingly say, Mrs. Descent, that not so jokingly, that persons can stop by and enjoy not necessarily the party on the ground, but be the party, so they should bring the party with them.
Okay, thank you so much. You're doing a great job helping us to, putting us out there. Thank you so much, Education Officer. We appreciate that so much. And you're not just what you're employed to do, but you're also a friend of Stepping Stone, and we applaud you for that. So, as I say, we're asking everybody to keep on praying, and we want to thank God for his presence among us. We didn't have any undue incidents or accidents, so we want to give God thanks for that. And I told my husband this morning, last night when I hear the rain pouring down, I said, God had it all planned.
He kept it cool because the match, was pretty decent enough cloud cover as well, so that helped as well.
Yes. So to God we give the glory.
Okay, wonderful. And of course, we continue to give glory to God. And while we have you on the call, following the birthday celebrations on Thursday, on Friday, we are looking forward to the Sports Day.
Yes, the Sports Day.
Okay, can you give us a bit of information about the Sports Day, where it will be, and that type of information while we have you on the call?
It would be at the grounds of Phase 1, and I know from what I'm gathering, most persons are were not aware that we have two locations. The area speak to the Pump Road one. Yes, there's another location. That's where we began, at where I live, but the nursery is not a part of my home. So that's above the Charlestown Secondary School. That's where we're at. And yes, it would be at those grounds. We will be having music. We will be having races. And I saw some pictures of the little ones practicing hard. That's those who are under one. If you see them running, and so that would be fun. Come out and be a part of the fun activity. Wonderful. Yes, it would be at 11 o'clock to 3 o'clock.
Okay, good. And so anybody I'm taking the chance, Mrs. Dayson, to say to everyone, when you have your lunch break on Friday, that's the place to go for your lunch as well. Stop by, get the treat, and get to interact with the children and to celebrate, and also to buy your Gala Awards event tickets.
Yes. And they don't have to go anywhere to get their lunch. They can come right here and get their hot dogs, get their cook up, get their variety of stuff. The children love popcorn. Come on, and it's all here.
Okay, wonderful. So I think that you have a package ready for our listeners, and so we encourage everyone to go on out and support. And congratulations to you as well. I guess we will not be able to speak to you until next weekend, but we want to say congratulations on the launch event, and wish you the very best this week as you go through two major activities.
Thank you. And if I might just briefly say that we had some snack boxes on sale yesterday, and what we had left over, instead of consuming them on our own, what we did a walk through town, and we were able to hand out to some of the needy folks on the streets of Charlestown.
Wonderful. So you continue to bless others as God blesses you.
Yes, He is blessing us.
Yes, wonderful. So listeners, you've heard it from Mrs. Dayson herself, and we know that Stepping Stone is definitely making waves and trying to make sure that we continue to feel their presence 35 years later, and we encourage you to support the activities that are upcoming. Thank you, Mrs. Dayson, and have a wonderful week.
God bless you.
Thank you. God bless you as well.
Bye.
All right, so listeners, of course, we know that we have some questions for you, and it is almost at the bottom of the hour, but as soon as we take the break, when we return, we will have some questions for you. Compliments Stepping Stone Nursery. They presented the questions, and of course you will be able to collect your prizes at the nursery. We had a question that we're going to bring forward because we promised to do that, and we'll also put another one on the table. And so we thank you in advance, parents, for getting your children closer to the phones so that you can call in when we return from the break. At this point, we'll take a short break, and we'll be right back.
When VON vibrates, the whole Caribbean must shake.
860 AM, the powerhouse.
It's time, come on, rise and shine. You know, I know we're gonna have a great time. And now we're past this quickly, you don't wanna miss it. So turn up the radio, it's you on the go. Youth on the go, whoa, let's new things. I will be creative. Grab your gears, let's gather round. An adventure is always waiting. The storytelling means for us, and we always know what's happening. We act, we play, we dance, we sing from 9 to 10 on Saturday morning. Youth on the go. Whoa. Let's start the show. Youth on the go. Whoa. Let's start the show. Let's go.
All right, let's go. Good morning to all of our radio listeners or viewers via Von Radio's Facebook page and YouTube channel, and welcome to this edition of Youth on the Go here on Von Radio. I am Zahnela Claxton from the Ministry of Education Natal, and it is indeed a pleasure to be here with you on this Saturday, as we try to be every Saturday. So far, we've had a few important updates, and we will continue with the Stepping Stone Nursery celebrations, though, by sharing with you the questions that are on the table for this week. All right, so we had a question that we promised to bring over during the last quiz, and the question was, and we brought it over, so I'm hoping that someone has it this time around. What is the slogan for the 35th anniversary celebrations for Stepping Stone Nursery? Numbers to call: 469-1616, 469-1700. What is the slogan for the 35th anniversary celebrations for the Stepping Stone Nursery? That's question one, and we will actually put two questions on the table for our listeners and our viewers via Facebook and YouTube, and you can call in to give the answer. That's what is the slogan for the 35th anniversary celebrations for Stepping Stone Nursery? 469-1616, 469-1700. So that's the question that was brought forward. And the question for this week: what was the route for the Journey to 35 parade which took place yesterday? What was the route for the Journey to 35 parade which took place yesterday? And your prizes will come. Compliments Stepping Stone Nursery. Numbers to call: 469-1616, 469-1700. Let me repeat the questions for you, and then we'll place them on the table, and we hope that we have our callers lined up and ready to share. The question which was brought forward is: what is the slogan for the 35th anniversary celebrations for Stepping Stone Nursery? What is the slogan for the 35th anniversary celebrations for Stepping Stone Nursery? And call us at 469-1616, 469-1700. You also have a second opportunity at another question, just in case you don't know the answer to that one. Question 2: what was the route for the Journey to 35 parade which took place yesterday? Mrs. Dayson just spoke to the parade, and we are trying to find out the route for the parade which took place yesterday. While we're continuing to share and we're waiting for those persons to call in, the 35th anniversary cocktail awards and gala and awards ceremony under the patronage of Mrs. Leonie Patricia Descent will take place on Saturday, May 10th, 2025 at the Malcolm Gishard Recreational Park, starting at 6 p.m. and going until 10 p.m. The tickets will be on sale, or are on sale, EC $135 per person and $235 per couple. However, there is an early bird special that will go on until May 2nd. It's been extended to May 2nd, 2025, which is the day after the birthday celebration proper and the day of the Fun Sports Day at the Phase 1 location of Stepping Stone Nursery. And the cost for the early bird special is one person or single $120, and a couple $210. You please note that the dress requirement, it says to dress elegantly, and if you need more information, any information at all, please feel free to reach out to 662-7226 or 663-9035 if you have any questions related to the Gala Awards ceremony. Feel free to reach out. As I said, you can easily just get your tickets during the course of the week or stop by on Friday at the Fun Sports Day to collect your tickets as well. We have a caller. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you doing today?
I'm all right.
Okay, you're doing well. Which question would you like to answer? We had two questions.
The 35 years of love, learning, and legacy.
Okay, so you're answering the question related to the anniversary theme, the slogan for the anniversary. So repeat it for me, please.
Yes.
The theme? The slogan, sorry?
35 years of learning, love, and legacy.
Okay, you switched two of them around. Can you try one more time just to make sure you put them in the right order?
Hold on.
Okay.
One second.
Hold on.
Okay, and so for those persons listening, we are fielding a call, and we
The
are...
answer is
Okay, go ahead.
35 years of love, learning, and legacy.
Okay, wonderful. Congratulations. What is your name?
My name is Tizari Stevenson.
Okay, and Tizari, you can go to Stepping Stone Nursery and collect your prize, and congratulations, okay?
Okay.
Okay, have a great day.
Same to you.
Okay, and that was Tizari Stevenson. We commend him for winning the first prize for one of two questions. Question 2, and this one is pretty easy. I'm going to give a hint. The hint is that the route was circulated via several flyers, and so if you can find one of those flyers, even on the Stepping Stone Nursery Facebook page, it will be easy to answer that second question, which is, what was the route for the Journey to 35 parade, which took place yesterday? What was the route for the Journey to 35 parade, which took place yesterday? Okay. 469-1616, 469-1700. As we continue to allow persons to think through that, I also want to share with you some information as it relates to the open call for the 2025 edition of the Poetry Writing Competition, jointly coordinated by the Department of Youth and the Nevis Public Library Service, and the theme is Evolution of Technology from Outdoor Reality to Virtual World. The evolution of technology from outdoor reality to virtual world. The deadline has been extended, and so you have until May 9th to submit your poems. There are prizes, wonderful prizes to be won. Primary schools, first place $500, second place $300, third place $200. Secondary schools, first place $500, second place $300, and third place $200. Young adults, you can participate between the ages of 18 and 30. You can participate as well. First place $1,000, second place $800, and third place $600. We want to thank the Development Bank for coming on as the title sponsor for this event, and we look forward to hearing the wonderful poems at the closeout event. But we will not get there without you, our listeners, and of course anyone who can encourage our persons to participate. We're going to pause for a cause as we have a caller.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning. How are you today?
I'm fine.
Wonderful. Are you calling to respond to one of the questions?
Yes.
Okay, great. Would you be able to tell us the route for the Journey to 35 parade? Please share with us the route for the Journey to 35 parade.
From the Charlestown Methodist ground to the street of Charlestown up to the villa.
Okay, perfect. And what is your name?
Antinalva.
Antinelva,
Yeah.
you can collect your prize at the Stepping Stone Nursery, okay?
Thank you.
All right, you're
Bye.
welcome. Okay, so we got the route, and as I said yesterday, they started off at Methodist Church, and they progressed to the Villa grounds, and that, of course, was the route. They went via the Chapel Street into the streets of Charlestown and over to the Villa grounds. So thank you so much to those persons who called in, and we appreciate your participation as we continue to celebrate this milestone anniversary. Additionally, we are sharing with you currently, for those who are listening, I hope that you've called on your other affiliates and persons to also tune in, especially as it relates to the poetry competition that I spoke to. I'll repeat the theme because we had a pause for a cause. The theme: the evolution of technology from outdoor reality to the virtual world. The poem must incorporate the theme somehow. It must have no more than 120 words. It's a pretty short poem. The poem must be presented in a digital format along with a typewritten copy. You're expected to use a form of technology to enhance your poem, for example, video, PowerPoint presentation, or voiceover pictures. A cover page must be attached to the entry. The cover page which should include the name for those who are in school, your school, form or grade, the contact number and email address. A parent or guardian's number is allowed for the participants without a contact number, those who are school aged. Or young adults, you should have your cover page which has your name, contact number and email address. No other identifiers should be included on any of the pages that other than the cover page, because we'll use those to make sure that your submission remains anonymous. And a photo should be sent via email, and the photo should be in passport style against a plain background. The photo of each participant is required, and it helps us with the presentation process. And each participant is allowed to present only one entry, and all entries should be submitted to the Nevis Public Library Service. All entries should be submitted to the Nevis Public Library Service. The email address is central.library@niagov.com. Let me repeat, central.library@niagov.com. And please note that all compositions will be featured in an upcoming book of poetry. However, if you wish for your poem not to be featured, you should indicate that as well to the organizers. So as we can see, there are many things going on, and we can tap into our creative side while parents getting the opportunity for some very attractive prizes. Primary schools, first place $500, second $300, third $200, secondary first $500, second $300, third $200, and our young adults first prize $1,000, second $800, and third $600. I would deem those prizes to be attractive prizes, and I encourage all of you to participate, or if you know anyone somewhere between the ages of primary school 9 and all the way up to 25, let me correct myself, up to 25, please come on, support, also tap into your creative side. We are going to take a short break, and we'll be right back.
From Queen City, Nevis, this is the powerhouse of the Eastern Caribbean, Vaughn Radio.
It's time, come on, rise and shine. You know, I know we're gonna have a great time. And now it passes quickly, you don't wanna miss it. Youth on the go. Youth on the go. Whoa, let's start the show. Oh, youth on the go. Whoa, let's start the show. Whoa, let's go, let's go, let's go. I will learn new things. I will be creative. Grab your gears, let's gather around. An adventure is always waiting. The storytelling news for us, and we always know what's happening. We act, we play, we dance, we sing from 9 to 10 on Saturday morning. Youth on the go. Whoa, let's start the show. Oh, youth on the go. Whoa, let's start the show. Whoa, let's go, let's go, let's go.
All right, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, and welcome back to this edition of Youth on the Go here on Von Radio. Today we have been taking a look at some of the activities that are happening, and of course highlighting some of the events, upcoming events, and we want to at this time also engage you on some other upcoming events. In fact, in the month of May, as we are on the cusp of May, the month of May brings several activities as well for the Department of Education as well as the Department of Youth. Before I go any further, I want to remind all persons listening that the nominations for Remarkable Teens is still open. You have a few days left to nominate a teenager for the Remarkable Teen program. The target group, teenagers between the ages of 13 and 19. The deadline is April 30th, which is sometime around, it's next week, Wednesday to be exact. There's an online submission, a possible online submission link, and you can get more information from the Department of Youth Empowerment on St. Kitts or the Department of Youth on Nevis. Nominees must not be younger than 13 years old by the end of the nomination year. Nominees must not be older than 19 by the end of the nomination year. Nominees must have demonstrated capacity in the nominated category and have a record of remarkable character, contributions to society, and or accomplishments. Successful nominees are required to fully participate in a 12-month capacity building and community service program. Successful nominees are required to attend all capacity building workshops as part of the program, and successful nominees are required to plan and implement 2 volunteer projects during their year of service. Successful nominees and their parents are required to sign a confidentiality agreement. No mention of success is to be discussed prior to the award ceremony, and as I said, the nomination deadline is April 30th, 2025. And your forms, students, for those who are in school, your forms are available at your various high schools and also the Department of Youth Empowerment on Cairn Street, Bastia, St. Kitts, and the Department of Youth right there upstairs, the Reliable Motors Miniplex on Nevis. If you need more information, you can call the St. Kitts office at 467-1319 or 662-6054, or the Nevis office at 469-5521 extension 6711 or 6710. So we have 4 days or so to ensure that those nominations are submitted, and we encourage you to use the time wisely and to ensure that they are in fact submitted and submitted on time. I think that is it for the upcoming activities for the Department of Youth until a few more revealed in the upcoming weeks. We also know that once May gets here, the first full week of May, we usually see the interscholastic spelling bee, and we want to encourage all parents and everyone in the community to support our students as they compete in the upcoming spelling bee on May 9th, 2025. In addition to that, we also know that for those who are who have been tapped in and checked in, there is an upcoming Youth Voices competition, and it is spearheaded by and sponsored by the St. Kitts Nevis Anguilla National Bank. There will be 2 representatives from Nevis on the Youth Voices panel competition. There will be a representative from the Ivor Walters Primary School and also a representative from the Violet O. Jeffers Nichols Primary School. So the Youth Voices panel is a collaborative initiative between the St. Kitts Nevis Anguilla National Bank, group of companies, and the Ministries of Education in St. Kitts and Nevis. This inaugural event features grade 6 students from across the Federation who will engage in structured discussion on the topic of AI and education. Participants will be randomly assigned to present either for or against the topic, promoting a balanced exploration of different perspectives. This will all take place next Tuesday, the 29th of April from 5 p.m. and it's with support from Skinniper and Toastmasters representatives as well. And so, of course, we will see the presentations from topic 1. AI is becoming a part of schools worldwide. AI must have a major role in education as it is not a threat to traditional learning. And we'll hear from Lakshmi Haridat from the Halliday Smith Primary School, and she'll support that moot. And then Kizara Evans from Tyrrell Williams Primary will be against the moot. Then we'll have topic 2. Topic 2, AI makes learning more interactive. It will truly replace traditional learning methods, allowing learning to be technology dependent. We'll hear from Desarian Harris from Sandy Point Primary, and he will support the moot. And Sharicia Latouche from the Ivor Walters Primary School, she will be against that moot. Then, topic 3, we'll hear from our presenters. The topic, AI can effectively replace the role of human teachers and classmates. Losing real human connection will not negatively affect the quality of learning. Let me repeat that one because they're all very interesting. But the concept of replacing the role of human teachers. So let's go. AI can effectively replace the role of human teachers and classmates. Losing real human connections will not negatively affect the quality of learning. We'll hear from Laurencia Berry from the Joshua Obadiah Williams Primary School. She's supporting the moot. And Avith Swaminathan, he from the Violet O. Jeffers Nichols Primary School, he is going to be against the moot. And so tune in on Tuesday evening, 5 p.m. There'll be a virtual link you can follow on St. Kitts Nevis Anguilla National Bank Limited's Facebook page. They have all of the information that I just shared with you, and I know it promises to be an exceptional and exciting event, and we look forward to seeing the students in action and hearing their thoughts, and perhaps even getting a chance to weigh in ourselves on our perspectives. AI is a very relevant topic. We are constantly balancing the use of AI. I will tell you, our students are light years ahead as it relates to AI. Some of us older ones are stuck on ChatGPT, but they have their Gemini down on lock. They have the Copilot on lock. They have all the other AI tools on lock. And parents, all of the things that it took us days to do, AI takes less than 30 seconds to do. Depending on your internet connection and speed, it does everything. It does all the background research and puts everything in one space in less than 30 seconds. And so these topics and these conversations are very relevant, and we are constantly trying to determine and balance whether or not AI should replace the human component, whether or not AI should be something that is embraced in our worlds, whether our professional worlds or our academic worlds. Persons have been grappling with whether AI is has the propensity to potential to replace the natural thought processes and allow persons to become so dependent that they do not stop to think for themselves, or whether it will in fact bolster your own thought processes and help you to think more widely. And as I said, it's been a constant discussion. One of the challenges that we've seen in the AI world in education has been a plagiarism issue, where students do not do research, they don't come up with their own content or concepts, but everything that they come up with, they place on they copy completely as they have taken it from AI. And there are many teachers and many professionals who are able to readily recognize the use of AI, especially if you brought something wholesale from AI. They are able to readily recognize that, and so that is a red flag that we want to raise, that tools are and should be tools. Our dependence on those tools will vary, and AI, I think, is no different from all of the other tools. The microwave heats up food much faster than the oven or the stovetop, and so all of these are tools, but they're also side effects, there are implications of using those tools. And so join our students, and we're repping here really hard all of the students, but special cheers and best wishes to our representative from Ivor Walters Primary and our representative from VOJN Primary. I know that they're not hearing me this morning because they are actually in their closeout session today, so they are on St. Kitts participating in that. But we wish them the very best, and all of their coaches and supporters who have been working with them to bring them through this point. That is the Youth Voices panel happening on Tuesday at 5 p.m. Just a gentle reminder as we close out that tomorrow we will see the A1 Farms sponsored 5 Parish Relay Championship 2nd edition, and so you can go on Nevis 5-star Parish Relay Championship happening at the Nevis Athletic Stadium. You can go on out, adults $20, high schoolers $15, children 12 and under 10, and inside parking just an additional $5. And we encourage you to just go out and support and cheer on all of our students. We thank you for listening this week, and we look forward to sharing a lot more next week. We will have some more information. We'll have some guests as well who will be able to share with you. So join us next week for another edition of Youth on the Go.